Hey guys, Jessica Peterson here. Earlier I spoke with Jennifer and she accepted this video on your behalf, and I'm super excited she did because you guys have a lot of really great high ticket services, yet you're getting no traffic to your website, which means you're losing out on over 60% of those monthly jobs every single month. Okay, so I'm going to go over 3 strategies you can start using right away, and it's going to make a significant impact on your business. It's going to drive that traffic, which will help you to be able to convert it. Okay, and it's going to work. And I know this because we've used the same strategy with over 50 other restoration companies and contractors just like you guys, and it has had phenomenal success. So today we're going to go over 3 things. We're going to talk about content, citations, and then backlinks, okay? So you guys do have a website. It looks a little dated, but thankfully Google doesn't rank websites based on that. It's not based on appearance. There is some ranking factors as far as mobile use, the ease of use, your menu here, and being mobile ready. So there are factors for that. Like this should be a click to call for mobile. So you are getting docked for that. But mostly websites are about content, and Google ranks your websites based on content. So content is going to be key here. Now, content can be videos, it can be images, and so each of these need to be optimized. So this should be optimized with a keyword. We can see here you have, so it's got your brand, C2C, and then restoration and home repairs pick. Okay, so that's close, but we actually need to focus on local keywords. So you need to be going after like Los Angeles Restoration Company, Los Angeles water damage, Los Angeles, or whatever area that you want to be targeting right now, okay? Your homepage and all of these service pages need to be focused on that one specific location. Now, because you service outside of Los Angeles and in different areas, you should highly consider service area pages for these services as well. That way, in any area that you service, your website has the potential to come up when somebody's searching for that service. Otherwise, they're not going to find you. And 99% of the time, when a customer is searching, they don't know who you are, so they're not searching by your name. They are searching by keywords. So you have to use your local keywords. Google sends crawlers to your website, which are like mini robots, and it scans every single image, all your videos, and all of this written text. So it is critical that you have the right type of written content here. Okay? This content, yes, should be a summary of each of these services, kind of like you have done. But we need to try and focus local keywords. Because it's telling Google the services that you offer and where you offer those services. So instead of listing every single service area, here we need to focus on one local keyword for each of these services. Then have separate service area pages so you can focus specifically on Orange County, Santa Barbara, etc. Okay? Just loading this up full of locations is only confusing Google. And if Google doesn't understand the services or where you offer it, how can we expect them to send customers to your website? Okay, and without the customers coming to your website, you're missing 60 to 70% of your work every single month. So content, keyword strategy are critical. Understand that people search differently, so you want to capitalize on as many of those search terms as you possibly can. And those could be things like, in this case, I'm going to compare you to a water restoration company. So I know we could do similar comparisons with the other services you offer. But as far as restoration goes, could be like water damage Los Angeles water damage repair Los Angeles, LA water damage repair. All those variations, we need to capitalize on it so we can get as much of that traffic coming and flowing to your website. So it's going to be really, really important. And this homepage is the most important page. It ties all your pages together and puts a nice little bow on it for Google, okay? And so this page alone needs to have 1,500 words of written content. And because we want to outrank our competition, we always have to do better than they're doing. So if a competitor has 1,500 words on this page, you need to shoot for more. Try and get 1,800 or 2,000 words on the page, okay? So working on your content and keyword strategy is going to be absolutely critical for you guys. If we look at the top competitor in LA for water damage, we do have ServPro. And ServPro, as we know, is a franchise. But most franchises, especially this one, they really limit the franchisees on what they're allowed to do. And they don't allow them to modify this information and content, so they can't go after their own strategy. So you do have an advantage. You can go and do better than they're doing. So have more content. These guys have more content than you now, so you need to have more than them. So more written content, more pages, more blog articles, etc. Okay? But these guys should be relatively easy for you guys to beat. Now, when your customer is doing searches online, as we know, they'll do a search like this, right? And when they do, we want your website to be one of the first things that pop up. And there's 3 different areas where you could have good ranking and do that. The first is always going to be ads. Those are going to be cost per click ads and local service ads. About 10% of people or so click on those ads. This can be very lucrative for you if you have everything dialed in, though, okay? Now, the second section gets even more traffic. This section here is your Google Map Pack, your Google My Business profile. You want to be in this top 3 because 30% of people come straight here and they don't go anywhere else. So when you're not one of these top 3 companies, you're leaving money on the table and you're sending each of those jobs to your competition. So in order to get in that top 3, you need to optimize your profile and get a bunch of citations. And citations are simply listing your name of your business, your address, phone number, and website, and listing those in a bunch of directories, which are things like the Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Angie's List. Those are all citations. You need a lot of those. We need more than our competition. Okay? And then this third section here, this is our organic section. This is the most important section because 60 to 70% of people will skip ads and they'll skip this maps up here and they come straight to the organics. So if you're not here, again, you're losing 60 to 70% of jobs every single month. So in order to get here in the organic section, it all comes back to the foundation of this website. Having to be properly built and optimized with the right type of content, the right pages, and the right keyword strategy, and then supporting that with your backlink SEO. So this is Ahrefs, a paid tool we use to show us how your website performs. And we can see here you have a rating of a 0.7 out of 100 in Google's trust flow, meaning Google does not trust your website, and that does have to do with the quality of your website, but more so it's on the power we're sending to your website. Okay, like all your tools, your website is a tool that needs power, and we send power using backlinks. So it's important to understand while we need a lot of backlinks, we need more than our competition, and we need to be pushing backlinks every month to be pushing the power. Not all backlinks are good. They're not the same. They are not equal. The fact that you have 134 and a 0.7 rating tells me that majority of these links are spammy links that are actually hurting you guys instead of helping. So you want to only go after the good quality do follow links that are mostly related to your services. Those are going to be links coming from websites, like from other home service businesses or vendors, okay? And the more of those good quality links that you have, the higher the score, the more Google trusts you, the more it's going to promote your website and help you to rank your keywords. Now, because you don't really have any content on your website, you only have an index for 6 keywords, and you're only getting 2 people to your website. So you're literally missing all of your potential customers online. If we look at your keywords, all of your keywords are branded. So again, not helpful because over 90% of people will never be searching your brand. So, yay, you are ranking for your brand, but we're not ranking or index for the important keywords for all of those high-ticket services that you guys offer. Looking at ServPro, they have a poor score as well for their location, but the franchise as a whole has a very high score, and because of that, it's able to push power to the rest of the pages. And that has allowed this location to be indexed for 56 keywords, yet get over 700 people to their website every single month. And that's because they are ranking in these top positions. And just this one keyword, water damage restoration Los Angeles alone, gets 700 searches a month. So you can just imagine if you optimized your website correctly for all your services and service area, the type of volume you could be getting coming to your website that could become potential new customers. Okay, so if you follow each of these strategies that I have shown you today, your website has huge potential. You can easily beat ServPro, okay? And even dominate in some areas. But you have to follow all 3 strategies. So please take it, run with it, start today, and start driving that traffic. But if you decide it's too much, or you want to focus on what you do best, and you'd rather have a growth partner, give Peterson SEO a call. This is what we specialize in, and we specialize in working with restoration contractors just like you guys. So please feel free to reach out, ask questions, respond to my email, give me a call, and also let me know what you thought of this video. If you found it helpful, please let me know so I can continue to make them better. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.